I'm Robrad78.
And I'm Fidget1185.
And welcome to our Couples Therapy.
Welcome back to Couples Therapy, where we talk about this, that, and the other thing.
And if you're new to the channel, welcome.
Well, I don't know about you, this is one thing that totally chaps my butt, is when you're driving.
Is that a saying?
I'm making it one if it's not. Anyways, it's, like when you're driving and, there's passing lane. Or just like in general, when you're on like a freeway, how, typically the left lane is for the faster traffic. And then, the more you go right, like essentially the slower the traffic is, right? So the other day, while I was coming home from work, I had got behind someone who was, granted they were driving the speed limit, but it's like, come on, like, put a little pep in your step. Like, this isn't a Sunday drive through the park. And I just wanted to get home. And then so...
And how fast were you going?
I was doing 55, so I didn't end up in the backseat of the car.
But how fast do you usually go?
60.
Okay.
Maybe 63.
That's my number.
But anyways, so on my way into work, there's not a whole lot of passing lanes. There's like 2 going into work and then 2 coming back. Please, someone, for the life of me, explain why this person thought it was a good idea to go slow in the fast lane and not just move over so I could go on past them. Like,
I know those passing lanes aren't very long either, which sucks. But, like, yeah, they could have just easily gotten over.
Yeah, and then that's when I just punch it to get it.
There's a slow lane for a reason. They shouldn't even call it a slow lane anymore. They should call it going exactly the speed limit lane.
Well, and
let's be honest, that's what it is. When people are going exactly the speed limit, people are like, come on!
And I know, like, really I shouldn't be mad that they're going the speed limit, but it's when I have to slow down because I am behind you from, like, 55 down to, like, 40.
Yeah. That's
when we have an issue. And yeah, granted, outside of the passing lane, I could, go over to the other side, pass them that way, but doing that gives me anxiety. Like, I've only done it a very small handful of times, and every time I'm like, oh dear God. But, and then another thing, the other day, again, coming home from work, again, I was behind someone going slower than molasses, and please explain to me, like, okay, they were about to turn off one of the roads somewhere. I had to slow down significantly, and, like, down to about 20 miles an hour. Like, okay, I get it. You don't want to take a turn too fast, especially going from a paved road to a gravel road. Like, I would assume that would not be fun. But still, why do people feel the need to go 2 miles an hour?
Yeah.
It's not really that slow, but my God, can we go a little faster?
Can everybody just get home already?
That's what I'm saying. I just, it's end of the day, end of the work shift, whatever happened during the workday happened, and you just want to go home. You know?
So, little known fact here is that Fidget has a little bit of road rage. She does not take driving
I take it too seriously.
Yeah, she takes it too serious.
Oh, you should have seen.
But my thing is like, if you're not the one driving, you don't get to be the one to say anything. So when I'm driving, which is most times, she still likes to be like, let's go already, to other people. I'm like, no, you're not driving. You withdrew from the drive-in, because I always ask her, do you want to drive or do you want me to drive? She always brings it to me.
Of course. Why would I pass up an opportunity to be passenger princess?
But passenger princess doesn't get to be director of the show. They don't get to hold on to the music.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do. Look it up.
Driver
No,
has to be phased.
One of the jobs of passenger princess is they are DJ, meaning they are in control of what...
No.
Yes. Let us know down in the comments what y'all think about that, because he's wrong.
I personally think whoever is driving needs to have the mood to them, so that way they can keep a calm demeanor.
Oh, it don't matter what I'm listening to when I drive. There is no calm demeanor.
Which is funny, because my calm demeanor is literally music screaming in my ears.
Right, but then,
just like the voices in my head.
When I drive, then we still end up listening to whatever, because
No.
I have my stuff on, and then your YouTube is always just a little bit louder, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to argue, because I'm not going to blast myself out of the car. But
There's other ways to blast you out of the car, too. Blast ass.
yeah, you do that, I'm leaving your ass on the side of the road.
So, last week was our first episode of this season, and what an episode. We talked about bathroom stuff the whole time. That's how we're going to start the season, really?
Apparently so.
So, sorry. I just wanted to apologize for those who had to listen to that. It was like, really? This is how you start off the new season?
But are you really sorry, though? I mean,
we got it off our chests.
Right? So
and
maybe
out of our asses.
That better be just a one and done.
Yeah, so we're going to try to keep it a little cleaner in this episode.
No promises, but we'll try.
But yeah. Let us know down below. Comments do help. So does liking and subscribing. It helps get the algorithm going so more people can watch the stuff. And more people can put their opinions in the comments down below. Well, personally, I think you got to be in the right mood when you're driving. This lady takes it too serious. For someone that's barely drove.
I do start out in a great mood when I'm driving.
It's just until you run into somebody else.
Yeah, or the people that... Okay, this I can understand to an extent. The people who have, like, a truck and then, like, they're pulling, like, a... I guess... For
trailer.
Or, like, a flatbed type thing behind.
Yeah, it's a flatbed trailer.
Yeah, that, like, I... to an extent understand that they can only go so fast, or that they should only go so fast because they're pulling a big ass thing behind their car.
Sure.
But still.
It's really only if they're near her that she yells at them. They could be 10 miles away, that's fine, but if they're right next to her, let's go!
Oh, that's not even half of the stuff I yell.
I know. Trust me. So at work a lot of times, and even here, just randomly around the house, I'm always going like, practicing my karate. And I love telling the joke that I've been issued to tell you guys that I have a black belt, which I bought it at Walmart. But I have a black belt.
I was going to say you colored it with Sharpie.
But yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I always wondered if I would have done karate if I lived in a place that actually did things. Because, like, here in Iowa, they don't really, like, have classes for, like, specific things. They don't have, like, classes for completely random, but, like, dancing, ballerina stuff, karate. Like you get options in bigger cities, I feel like. Piano player.
Well, do you think that if we lived in, like, a different town, like a bigger town, there might be different options?
I don't know. I really don't know. Here in Iowa, I think it's hard to find that kind of stuff. But, like, when I was thinking about karate, do you think you would have enough discipline to do it?
Possibly.
I think maybe now. Although the board chopping part, I get hand cramps.
Well, it's not like you're sitting there breaking 10 board. Yeah. Usually it's a one and done, and from what I've seen, and maybe this is just TV distorting that, but you really only break the board, when you're trying to move up to the next belt.
Which I want to. I want to right now.
Well, let's go outside. Let's break some boards.
After this. But it's one of those things where, like, at work a lot of times I'll be throwing stuff away and I'll go, hi-ya! And like, I'm like, my sensei says that it's not karate unless you say hi-ya right after it. Like, I'm just always bringing karate into it. I just try to make people laugh at work. You ever thought about doing karate?
As a kid, my mom put me in a taekwondo class.
How'd that work out for you?
I mean, it was alright. I was a kid.
Wax on, wax off shit?
No, it was...
Somebody have you wax their car?
No, that's karate. No, like, one thing that I remember, and this is, like, really the only thing I remember, is how they taught you the right stance where, your feet are your feet are so far apart, and then, like, your hands are...
Like this.
Yeah. Back in a few years ago, my
swan kick.
My niece used to do jujitsu. I kind of wish she would have kept up with that, because I feel like that's also a great way to, like, defend yourself. Like, if someone's trying to...
No, it's also a good way to defend yourself.
Don't put yourself in a situation.
Amateur wrestling. That's what I took. And not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty good at it.
Toot toot.
But I got trophies to prove it. You've seen them.
Have I?
My dad's. That whole wall of trophies.
Yeah, of course.
These are all my sports. And then my giant chicken trophy.
Yeah, totally.
They're real. I don't know what to say. And I got bowling trophies.
That's one thing I miss doing, is going bowling.
But yeah. On to the next story. Also has to do with work. There's a couple of my topics here have to do with work. Because, that's inspiration. It's where it's about work, but it's not work, complaining about work or anything like that, to the point where it's like, okay, we can't put this on the podcast because you're not supposed to deface companies, that you work for. Those are the policies. But there's a few people at work that don't know the word subtle when it comes to body spray. And I'm telling you, this one guy at work, you can be 10 feet or farther away from him, and you just get hit by a wall of, like, cheap Axe spray cologne. I don't know what it is, but you're just like, whoa! And I make jokes about it almost every day. And the other day I was like, I don't even have to invest in any cologne anymore. All I gotta do is be 100 yards downwind from him. And then I go home, my fiance will be like, oh, you smell good. I'll be like, thanks. It's that guy. That's what I'm wearing. But apparently his wife is the same way.
What, marinades in perfume?
Yeah. So I hope they don't have kids. Because they're going to just be unknowledgeable about the word subtle. Like, a little goes a long ways. Like,
There's someone I work with where when they walk by, like, after the fact, and it's like, whoo, because they marinade, like, in, like, cologne, and it's just like, I'm sure it would smell, it's not horrible, it's not a horrible scent.
Right.
But after
you don't need that much.
But after you walk away from me, like, if we have a conversation, I still need to smell it, like, 5 minutes after you're gone.
Right.
I mean, I'm thankful that you're wearing some, but we don't need to take a bath in it.
One, are these people taking baths? Or is this their middle school bath now? They still do those. Two, have they never learned subtle? Because, let's be honest, like, whatever they're wearing, if they put a little bit on, not bad. How far do we go before it becomes, whoa, that's way too much? Like, not bad, right?
No, but if
little
you're
T-zone, right? Is it? It's
I mean,
neck down kind of thing, or like walk through.
I mean,
depending on what it is.
It depends on what it is. Like if it's like I was about to say body spray, but Axe. Just no.
That's what they're doing.
No,
is that not cool?
No, I was gonna say like don't even use it, but like I feel like with cologne, like if it's like an expensive one, you know, just like a quick like spray
downward.
Yeah, just like a
chest hair and a little down the trail.
I know when I wear perfume, which is few and far between, but I do sometimes. I'll do a quick like spray down and then I spray it on my wrist and then just kind of, and that's all I do.
So, how many spritz is too many spritz?
If you're standing there going like this,
if you're unloading half a bottle,
yeah, that's too much.
If you have to take off the thing and I mean, we're trying to be educational for those people, because who knows, maybe you're one of those people listening to this. You're like, oh God,
and I'm
doing more than one spritz.
And one spritz is more than one. Like 2 is fine. 3,
you're getting on the border.
Yeah, I want to say anything really more.
At that point, you might as well just take a shower. Like,
well, but you're assuming that they're not.
Right. I know most of the people I see are clean. It's just
and I mean, maybe it was just they were never told, like, hey, whoa, like
moderation.
That's too much or whatever, so they think that it's fine. But then it's like, how do you go about telling someone, like, hey...
Yeah, if everybody's got inside jokes about them smelling too much, I mean, I guess it's better to smell cologne and perfumey than it is to be like, good Lord, that person stinks.
Right, I was just about to say that.
Like, but at the same time, it's not too far off. Because, like, you got the bad smeller, you don't want to be near them, but you really don't want to be near someone that you can't really breathe. Because they, like, gag you with, like, aftershave cologne type smell. Or a perfume.
Right. Or do you just suffer through it because...
This guy I worked with, he was telling me, yeah, you can't suffer. I mean, I don't know if I'm mean enough to be like, dude, stop it. But, like, somebody needs to, and nobody does. Like, maybe we just need to have a meeting where we don't single out one person, but be like, hey, listen.
Like abroad.
Yeah, I'm talking to all you motherfuckers out there. But I'm really talking to you.
No, then that's singling them out.
I know, but in my head I'd be like, but really I'm looking only at you the whole time. Not singling anyone out.
Not singling anyone out here, but...
But somebody over here is spraying way too much perfume.
Well, and here's the thing, though, is... You don't realize, like, people can be allergic to the ingredients or something in the cologne or
That's what
perfume.
I was thinking when this guy comes around all the time. I was like, how has nobody ever had, like, an allergic reaction to this guy? Because, like, you get hit with a whole wall. There's got to be somebody that's like, oh.
Right. I mean...
Got lucky, I guess.
Right.
What else was I going to say about it? Oh, there's this guy at work that I work with. He was telling me about how he went to go put on spray one time, and the nozzle thing broke, his cologne, and he was trying to fix it, and it just started leaking down his arm. And he's like, well, now I got way too much. And so he just, like, kind of did this with it. But then he went to go eat a sandwich later on in the day, and he was with his wife. And he's like, good Lord, I can't even eat my sandwiches because this cologne is too powerful. And she's like, I didn't want to say anything. But I was like, what'd you do, bathe in it? See, like, even a husband and wife don't want to tell each other if they put too much on.
But
like, he was like, I couldn't get it off.
But see, that's kind of sad, though.
But that's a one-day thing. Like, I let somebody slide if it accidentally one day.
Right, like, if you did that, like, I know you don't wear cologne or anything.
Would you tell me?
Be like, knowing you, you'd come up to me and be like, oh, look what I did.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if I didn't know I smelled or smelled too good. Are we calling it smelled too good or put too much cologne on that you start to smell bad?
If you put too much cologne on, I would tell you. You know, I wouldn't be a jerk about it, because remember, it's all in how you say things. Just be like, hey.
She'd be like, good Lord.
Probably, but no, it's all in how you say things. Be like, hey, next time you put some on, maybe just do one spray.
What if I was stankin'? Would you tell me?
Boy, take a shower, is what I'd say.
Back at you. I'd tell you. Like, we're pretty honest with each other. We're a pretty brutally honest couple here. We tell each other the truth even when we don't want to hear it.
And I mean, it does
whether we accept it or not.
I mean, it has kind of led to little arguments. But I mean, we get over it.
Yeah. I mean, we ain't gonna sit here and tell you that life's perfect. I mean, this is couples therapy, man. But, you know, without the arguments, you know, that keeps us young and spry, I think.
Young enough.
Young enough. But still old enough to drink? No, I'm just kidding.
Right, and, you know, I appreciate it, and, you know, if we have an issue, we go to the other person, and...
Or we just get quiet and they go, oh.
Which is not a good thing to do.
Nope.
I do not do that.
Alright, there's been a lot of AI songs about me coming out lately. Some are not too bad. Have you heard them yet?
No.
Say.
Sorry, I was...
Awkward pause for everyone.
It was for dramatic effect.
So she hasn't heard them yet. But yeah, there's been like four AI songs about me now. Because of my streaming and stuff. And some of them are not bad. Some of them I'm like, meh. But I think that's pretty cool. I actually started dabbling in it and trying to make one. I've only made one that was halfway decent. But like, I want to start actually, because like I'm a good writer. I could probably write a song.
Probably.
I did write a song once. Now I just gotta rewrite it. Then make it into that. So I'm gonna make it popular. It's gonna go platinum. And then, woo! Rock on! No. But yeah, I think it's been kind of cool. Like, I don't know. When people think about you and make a little song about you, I think that's kind of touching.
Yeah.
In a good way.
No,
well,
it's cool.
Yeah. But maybe one of these days we'll do a video where Fidget reacts to the songs, AI songs. We have her listen to them, and you guys get the reaction of it. I think that'd be a fun idea. Since I've already heard them. A&W, near us, you know, we like to, not a sponsor, but we like to let you know how much we go there. They had chicken and waffles. Now, the first time we went there and they had this offer, they were out of chicken or waffle. They were out of chicken.
Yeah.
How dare you be out of chicken?
Right.
But anyways, last time we went, they had it. So I finally tried chicken and waffles for the first time. And to be honest with you, I don't know what I was expecting, but it literally just tastes like chicken and waffle. like, you know how much
I mean,
people...
that's a profound thought.
Right?
My food tastes actually what
As
what
advertised.
it is. Yeah.
Well, you know how much people hype it. So, oh, you haven't tried chicken and waffle? You gotta try chicken and waffle.
I really like chicken and waffles.
And it wasn't bad.
And I think it's the whole sweet and savory aspect is why people hype it up. But you just need a nice fluffy waffle and some like good like
Chicken.
fried chicken. So, but coming from like a A&W, I mean, it looked good.
It wasn't bad. I don't know.
Would you be willing to try it again? Like if you went to a restaurant for breakfast and they served it.
I like chickens, I like waffle, I'll eat it. It's just one of those things where like the way people talked about it, I thought it was gonna be like a combination I have never tried before. You know, like be like, whoa, this doesn't even taste like chicken and waffle. It tastes like its own entity. But it didn't. It just tasted like chicken with waffles and syrup.
Well,
which is fine. I'll get it again. But at the same time, I was like...
kind of let down.
I was a little let down because I was expecting like a, holy crap, this is so good. It was okay.
Well, that's fair, but...
I'm going to try it as long as it's there, though. Give it a couple more tries. I'll probably try it. You got to do a breaded chicken, right?
Yeah, did you get like a chicken tender?
I got it breaded chicken. That's what it comes with. But like they asked me, do you want breaded or grilled? Grilled would be like slimy, like
no grilled.
Imagine the syrup on that and just slide it down your throat.
Ew! Stop it.
Like a fish.
No grilled. No, who does that? What?
That's what I thought. I was like, well, breaded. Like, I like grilled. Like honestly, on a sandwich, I prefer grilled over breaded.
Right, but that makes sense. But for chicken and waffles, no, it is
it's gonna
fried.
Be too slimy.
It's fried chicken. Well, I wouldn't say slimy.
Not slimy, but you know, like the texture's like silky.
I don't know, but it's something with the fried chicken and the waffle. You know.
My Coca-Cola says share with your homies.
Why aren't you sharing it with me?
Pour some out with the homies.
Wow, you see that, guys?
It's my Coke. Get your own.
So I ain't your homie. Rude.
Sup, homie. Anyways, today, as of this recording, which is on the 9th of September, on Tuesday, I was going to work. Granted, I go to work early in the morning, as I oft tell you guys. And, I got to almost my destination, and right behind me is a police officer.
Oh God, that is...
And all of a sudden his lights go on. And I'm like, the hell did I do? And immediately he turns down the block. I'm like, that's how I started my day. I was like, whew, that was a close one. I thought I was going to have to explain something that I didn't know I did.
Were you clenched a little?
A little clenched. Like the heartbeat went palpitations, you know. Like, me? Right. Innocent old me? You got the wrong guy.
Right.
I was getting my defense ready. I'm like, lawyer. I don't know what I did, but I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I think I've told this story before where I think this was when I was working like 11 to 8s or something, and I'm coming off the highway and we have that, you know, that big turn. So there was a car following me, and I'm like, okay, this is weird, maybe whatever. Then I see red and blue lights flashing behind me, and then like I'm slowing down to get over, you know, to the shoulder or whatever, and then they, you know, go in the other lane and
scary.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you know you didn't do anything, but you're ready to defend yourself. Like, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't do it.
No, and then if
it was that guy. It was the man with the red coat.
Never you mind that red coat in the passenger seat. But
getting ready to unbuckle and go into the passenger seat. He went that way. He kidnapped me. Don't read the plates.
But, yeah, so that's always a nerve-wracking thing. And what I don't understand, though, is if they were gonna put their lights on literally for that, and like I've followed them, and then they turned on our street, and then it's like they were gone. So if it was like that important, why not just pass me on the highway?
I seen a police officer in one town I was driving. He was literally just putting on his lights just so he could go like this and that on the main road. He was just running through all the lights and doing this.
Oh, that's like, just abusing your power.
Right? It was in a small town, like nobody was there, but I'm like the only one going through this town, and I'm like, am I the only one seeing this? Like, at that point, I'm like, arrest me, because am I on drugs?
Right. And
then, the one and only time I'd ever seen racial profiling was during COVID. And me and my best friend is half Japanese, half Filipino. It was during COVID, so like the local gas stations around here are called Casey's. And there's one right across from my work. And we used to, before COVID, we'd go to Walmart, we'd go to Hy-Vee, we'd go to Casey's, and we'd hang out and kind of unwind before we all had to go home. Granted, my friend lives in the same town as that we work in, so he didn't have to go far, but I still got a 45 minutes. So if we stay out there until 4 in the morning, I still got 4:45 until I get home to 5 in the morning. So he can be already asleep by the time I get home.
Right.
Well, anyways, when COVID happened, there was a lot of college kids stealing from our local stores at night. So that's why Walmarts and stuff like that no longer are 24/7. And our gas station, because COVID restrictions, they didn't want people sitting in there anymore. So and still to this day, they haven't made a dining experience in there anymore. So there's no tables where you could just sit down and unwind. So we would get our food at the gas station because it still had to be 24/7 because people have to get gas. And what we would do is he'd open the back of his minivan and we'd sit in the back. Now this one particular day, he just so happened to have some movie props with him, and he had these like masks, and he had like a little, I don't know if it was a bat or an umbrella, I can't remember. But he had some weird items, right?
Was it cosplay stuff? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there was a couple masks in there, or a mask, and there was like a bat or something. And I'd noticed them, and I was kind of messing around with them, but then we put them back. But we're sitting there eating our food, chilling, and eventually this cop comes over.
Oh, jeez.
And because like everybody else is just getting their stuff and leaving, you know, but we want to unwind.
Sure.
And we want to actually, because we work the same time, but we don't work near each other, so we don't get to talk most of the day.
Right.
So, just catching up and whatnot, and then this cop pulls in, and he sees us sitting in the back of his van, and like we're in there to where like our feet aren't swinging, we're just sitting in the back. So he kind of comes up, and he's asking a bunch of questions. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we just got food and we're chilling." And then he's like, "Okay." He just started asking a bunch of questions like, "Well, why are you guys hanging out right here?" We're like, "Well, because you can't hang out inside anymore because of COVID or whatever." And the whole time he's asking, he's only looking at my friend. Like he wants him to answer because he's the suspicious one. And the whole time, I'm the one answering.
Right.
So it's like, answers are coming this way. You can look this way, and we can have a conversation. But he's looking at my friend. "I noticed you got some masks there. What's that all about?" And I said, "Yeah, that is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm a realist. Like, yeah, that's weird that he does have those in here, and there's a bat. Like, But, like, would we make it this obvious if we were going to... I know criminals are dumb. I mean, you caught us right in time. We were just about to go in. You missed. You want to join? You can get put a mask, too. No, but the whole time he's asking him questions, and I'm answering them. And it felt so weird. You know? And, like, that doesn't happen very often. I know boys in blue typically are good, are good people. But, like, you do hear a lot of, where most of the racist jokes come from, it's around that area. Like, my cousin used to work as a jailer, and I remember one time he told me a joke, and it had the N-word in it. And I don't know if you can tell from my skin, I'm not a black man. But I was like, he's like, what did you think of that joke? I said, it's kind of racist. Really? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty racist. Oh, well, that's the way we all joke up there. And I'm like, doesn't make it not racist. Like,
right.
I was like, yeah, I bet you guys do. like, it doesn't help the stigma, you know?
Right.
And I don't know. Those are my weird police stories. There was one time I did get pulled over because this cop, I don't know honestly, I don't know what it was, but he pulled me over and he's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I said, is it because I'm black?
Did you really?
And he's like, I can assure you it's not because you're black. I was speeding.
So isn't the correct answer, like what you're supposed to say or whatever when they ask you, do you know why I pulled you over? Aren't you supposed to say no or something?
I always tell the truth. I'm like, yeah, because I put my speedometer on cruise and I was going 80 and it was a 55.
But I'm just saying.
I literally had that happen. I was going 80 and a 55.
But like.
And I almost had a gun pulled on me that time.
But I'm just saying though, like if you don't know or didn't realize you did anything wrong, like aren't you supposed to say like no? Like.
Yeah. But I'm not going to lie to them. That's the thing. Like,
right.
There's people out there that will like game the system and like I've never talked my way out of a ticket because I'm honest. I'm like liar.
But I'm just saying, like, if I'm driving along and I get pulled over and I have no idea why, like, obviously, like, I would say, no. Or, like, do you know why I pulled you over? What seems to be the matter? Or what seems to be the problem, officer?
Yeah, what seems to be the matter, officer?
What seems to be your matter?
Are you atoms, or are you full of neutrons and electrons and protons? That's your matter? Whenever someone says, what's the matter, I'm going to be like, protons, neutrons, and electrons.
What about protons?
Is that too nerdy?
Yes.
Nah.
Very.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't like lying to the boys in blue. I feel like too often do they get to people like, no, I didn't know I was speeding. It's weird, the damn speedometer must be broken. I'll have to get that fixed. And then, all right, well, I'll give you a warning. But I'm just like, yeah, you got me. Like, the 2 times, I've only sped twice. And the 2 times well, come on. Obviously, I've sped more than twice. I've gotten pulled over twice for speeding. And both times I was like, yeah, I was speeding. But the one time, I'd been doing it for about a year and a half. Same road. The whole highway for about, I want to say about 20 miles, 20-mile ride. I'd do it for about a year and a half. At that point, I didn't even know it was illegal anymore because people went the same speed or faster than me, you know? And so I was like, oh, well, this is just normal. But I was going exactly 10 over. And that's when they'll get you. 9, you're fine. 10, you're mine. That's what they say.
Then that's why I just try to keep it 5 over.
All right. I think we have the subjects done, but we have a couple more fun things we wanted to do with you guys.
We do?
So, we talked about it on previous episode about doing some Mad Libs on here, and we found a random Mad Lib generator over here. So, the way, because we said we had to figure out a way to orchestrate this, and we decided we didn't want to show you guys the actual thing, but we would read it to you and then kind of get our reaction. So how many do we want to do? Do we want to do 2 each like we do with...
I would say just do 1 each.
1 each? So, okay, we'll do that. So, I have not only a random generator here, but I got a random word generator if you get kind of stuck and stumbled. Because you know how sometimes people are like, oh, adjectives, this and that. And,
yeah, and it's been a hot minute since I've been in school,
So-
so I'm like, wait, what's an adjective?
I'll let you go first, ladies first. You can pick a topic.
Okay.
And just let's be sure we read out loud what we're looking at for topics.
I'm going to do this one. It's called Adventure in the Wild Jungle.
Ayo. And then you got to press play ad lib. Then you're going to do an adjective. So like a describing.
Oh.
You can use that because you used it before. See?
Small. So am I typing them in?
Yeah.
Another one.
Big. Small square. Plural noun. So it's going to need...
French fries. Gonna be some weird jungle stuff.
She's got to add her potatoes in there.
That's 2 words, right?
Yeah.
F-R...
Yep, you got it.
Why is it... Oh, because it wants to capitalize it.
Yep.
Relative.
Yeah, so someone related to you.
Or I don't think it's necessarily that. I just
No,
like in general.
Yeah, my dad from this specific address. No, I just meant, yeah, plural noun.
Plural noun.
Did French fries?
No.
I know, I'm just saying.
Noun is a person, place, or thing.
And then it needs to be more than one. Movie theaters.
Spell that?
A-T-E-R-S. Movie theaters. In the wild jungle, huh?
We'll find out.
Another noun. This time just a singular.
A teacher.
You like the word teacher. Here, I'll spell for you.
Thanks.
Another noun.
Dentist office.
Okay.
Adjective, describing word.
Why is it put elephant in the adjective spot? That's definitely not an adjective.
Lumpy.
Lumpy. Lumpy space person?
Okay.
So she's
So
going to create her story.
Got them all filled out. Now we are going to generate the story.
And then she'll read hers.
Adventure in the Wild Jungle. Embarking on a thrilling small journey to the heart of the square jungle, a group of French fries set out to uncover the ancient secrets hidden within. Guided by their adventurous sister, they navigated through dense foliage, listening to the calls of exotic movie theaters. As they approached a mysterious teacher, they felt a sense of excitement and trepidation wash over them. Suddenly, a majestic dentist office emerged from the shadows, leading them deeper into the unknown. With each step, they encountered new lumpy challenges that tested their courage and teamwork. After days of exploration, they finally discovered a hidden temple where the secrets of the jungle awaited them.
Alrighty then.
Oh, man.
Alright, then I'm going to do one. I know which one I'm going to end it on. The birds and the bees talk.
Oh, Lord.
We got to end off a little spicy. Alright, relative.
Oh, Lord.
You don't want to start with a relative. We're going to go with great
Grandmother. Ma.
Uncle.
Great granduncle.
Noun. Person, place, or thing. Chicken.
Another noun.
Another noun. A bat.
Plural noun. Potatoes.
Don't.
Wait, why did
I
it?
didn't.
Oh, that was
I didn't
weird.
do that for you. Let's see. Hats. Adjective. Tall.
Another one.
Another adjective. Stanky. No, we're gonna put stanky.
Another relative. Hello.
Bill, Bo, Bob, the third.
An adjective.
Adjective, let's see. Shocked.
And a noun.
Taco. Alright, here
I
we
don't
go. Birds and the bees talk. A nervous mother is explaining sex to her 10-year-old son. Oof.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. Once upon a time, a nervous great-grand-uncle sat down with her 10-year-old son. That's not a mother at all. 10-year-old... Oh, sorry. Let's restart. Once upon a time, a nervous great-grand-uncle sat down with her... I love how it gender-specific here. Sat down with her 10-year-old chicken to have a serious bat. She explained how hats come together to create new life, using analogies of nature such as birds and bees. She described the process in a tall yet informative way, hoping to instill stanky values in her Bilbo Bob III. The conversation was filled with awkward pauses and shocked questions, but ultimately ended with the young Taco gaining a better understanding of the world.
Oh, man.
Oh, these are good ones.
Yeah. Let's go back to the other screen.
All right. Back over here. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Did you enjoy the birds and the bees with Bilbo Bob III?
Did you enjoy the wild jungle adventure?
I liked how on yours, at the top, this little header right here, the journey was spelled wrong. It was missing the R.
I didn't even...
It was Joni. I know.
My bad.
It didn't help any anyways, because I like how great-granduncle is a her.
Sat down
We don't ask questions here, though. Yeah, maybe
it should be
just
switched
there.
to their 10-year-old chicken.
But anyways,
Hope
we
you
don't
guys,
judge here.
No, we don't. But I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Had fun with those. I did.
And if you got any fun Mad Libs for us, comment down below with them.
Yes, please do.
One thing I want to plug before we go, you notice we're wearing some cool shirts, some cool apparel. I know, it's hard to pick where it's at. She's wearing the winter circle, and if you look on her back, it's even cooler. But we got some cool items. We even have Season 2 merch.
Woo!
So that logo design for the new podcast, you too can get the merch. It'll all be in the link down below. And it helps us out greatly, immensely, around here. Helps out surviving. Maybe we can get a better setup here. Maybe we'll get a green screen one of these days. We have the ocean behind us or something. Little shark, look out! Wherever we go, Hubert will be there too.
Hubie.
Hubes the second. You don't know, but we replaced the first one. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I think that's it.
Yeah, until next time, everybody.
Much love. And pick your nose. Peace. Peace.